Yes, this video, I'm going to be reviewing Arrow 113, titled Betrayal. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, notifications on. Now, before we get into the video, and there are times now, so if you want to skip this part, you can do that. I'm going to be changing up the schedule of videos on the channel, because I'm running out of content. I'm not getting burnt out. I'm not saying that I'm quitting, none of that. It's purely because I don't want to repeat content. And I'm getting to the point where I almost did last week. I think I pretty much did. And during the weekend, I wasn't really happy with myself about it. So to kind of get away from that, which is why also I didn't upload Sunday night, because I wasn't really feeling like uploading. Because I felt like I was just going to repeat, and that really doesn't end well. Monday nights will always be Arrow reviews. That's going to keep going till whenever I decide to stop it, which will most likely be when I'm done with the show. Or if I can't that week, it'll be picked up the following week. But Monday nights till I'm done with the show will be Arrow reviews no matter what, whether I upload Sunday nights or not. Now, Tuesday nights, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out something I can do with the community, with you guys. Maybe leave your theories, what you think would happen in the Flash Season 9. I don't know. But I want to keep doing Flash content because that content has always made my channel pop out. I mean, my channel is at the point it's at right now because of the Flash content. So I don't want to stop doing that when the show's not on. I don't know. I'll figure something out, hopefully by the end of the week, and hopefully next week we'll be back to Tuesday's uploads. But I think for the time being, at least till Flash comes back, because Stargirl, unless they do something like the Jay Garrick thing, which I did a video last Sunday on, there's nothing I can really talk about in another video. Like, I cover all either in my reviews or my promo breakdowns. I leave no space for extra content, which is good. I shouldn't be doing that in those videos. I did that with Flash, and it still worked out. I still have Flash content going up throughout the entire week. But Stargirl is just not that kind of show where I'm like, I can break this down to video. I can do all that. Flash, I'm more connected to on every possible level than Stargirl. Not saying I don't love Stargirl. I do. It's an amazing show. But Flash has been with me for so many years that when I make a video, I know what I'm talking about. Like 90% of the time. You guys know that if you watch my content enough. Like, I talk about it a lot. And so I don't want to stop that content. But I don't know if I'm uploading tomorrow night, Tuesday night. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But Stargirl videos Wednesday, Thursday, 100%. Arrow reviews Monday night, 100%, unless something comes up. Which if it does, I will let you know. I have an announcement over on my Shorts channel, my Twitter, and my Instagram going live tomorrow afternoon. If I don't upload tomorrow night, I'll talk about it Wednesday night during my review for Stargirl, and also my promo breakdown Thursday night. But yeah, they're gonna be community related. So if you're a part of my community, you want to be a part of it even more, I would look out for that announcement. I'm not going to talk about it yet because I might change it up some. I don't know, but as of right now, tomorrow, noon Central Time, that announcement will be made in my community posts, on my main channel, on my Shorts channel, my Twitter, and Instagram as well. So if you follow me in any of those, or if you have a phone, on my Shorts channel, my community posts, you will see that. Again, content is not going away. It's going to die down a little bit. Again, not getting burnt out, not feeling like quitting. I don't plan on quitting anytime soon. It's just, I'm running out of content. Because Flash is Stargirl isn't providing enough content to really do videos on, like, 2 days out of the week. So, it's just, and Flash Season 9, I've covered pretty much everything I possibly can for Season 9. All the theories I've had, all the discussions I've had with people, I cover that in those videos, and those videos are already out. So I can't really drag anything out, repeat content. It's not what I want to do. So I hope you guys understand. Thank you for support, and let's get right into the review. So, as I said, it was called Betrayal, and it opened up in Iron Heights with a guy breaking out, or not breaking out, but getting out of prison. He was let go of his charges, and he heads to this house and kills a guy to get his house. It was a mansion, fancy place. The guy's name was Cyrus Vance, who was connected to human trafficking and 52 different homicides. We'll learn that from Laurel early in the episode. Oliver was filling Dig in on what happened when he learned from Felicity, everything he learned from her in the last episode. Oliver didn't want to believe that Moira could let Walter be kidnapped, because it's his mom, and he has blind spots. If you've seen Arrow, you know that. Like, at least season 1 and 2, we know that, because she died. But the point is, we knew he has a blind spot when it comes to family. It's not just in season 1 and 2, it's also every other season. There's always that one blind spot for Oliver, whether it's Thea, when she was supposedly to kill Sarah, which she did, or, Emiko, or, anyone else. He has blind spots when it comes to family. He always has. Frank, Lieutenant Frank Pike, keeps throwing Quinn off the Hood investigation because he doesn't want her to be captured entirely. He's okay if he does, but there's more crime to be worrying about than the Hood, is his point. Because he is doing good. Is it the law way? No, it's not. But it's a way, and it's working more than the cops care to admit. Quinn has a lead and is getting close, and what that lead is the bug that he put on Laurel's on the phone that the Hood gave him to contact him with the bug on it. If you give to Laurel, that's the lead. And they're just waiting for Laurel to make a call to the vigilante, which she did, ironically enough. Oliver shows more of the book that Felicity gave him. Did not say Felicity gave him it, which is smart, because that could put her in trouble. But he did say that Walter was looking into it and he found it. And then Moira threw the book into the fire, which I'm assuming she knows there's like more than one copy out there, which, she does. But the matter of fact is that she did lie to Oliver. So, yeah. Oliver didn't really connect the dots by Woody, but yeah, you can tell she was lying. Oliver tells Dig that Moira burned the book. Oliver is convinced she's innocent. Laurel ends up calling the Hood and fills him in on Cyrus, or whatever that his name is, Vance. And Quinn overhears that phone call with the bug and gets a task force ready. All the officers in the police department are all suited up, ready to go. And they head to where Oliver and Laurel are meeting, or they're going to be ready to, because they haven't really set up a meeting yet, but they're assuming they will. Oliver arrives at Vance's home, or his new home, plants the arrow bug next to him to get his conversation, or most of it, before he got caught and made. But he kept the arrow. He didn't break it. He kept the arrow with the bug on it. And Oliver ended up leaving the scene as well without that arrow. The Hood calls Laurel and arranged a rooftop meeting, which again, Quinn overheard. They all suited up, ready to go. And they're instructing all the officers to use rubber bullets to keep Laurel safe in case she's collateral damage. Dig offered to drive Moira. Moira tells Dig he can stay outside. He didn't listen. He went inside a couple minutes later. And Moira's at a birthday party. But Dig said he needed to find a bathroom and got lost and ended up there. The Hood met up with Laurel, and Oliver suspected the cops were there as he was talking to Laurel. Like he heard something down below them coming upstairs. And he used Laurel as a shield. He apologized and then distracted the cops by throwing Laurel at them, which he's done before. Quinn didn't care. He jumped off after Oliver and he started chasing him, and then Oliver knocked Quinn out. Laurel's pissed off at Quinn, why wouldn't she? And Quinn asks for the phone back. Laurel unleashes on Tommy about what Quinn did. Tommy's saying Quinn's side after Laurel lied to him for several months. Vance thinks the Hood planned everything that happened on some level to make him more famous and more out there. And his friend, his girlfriend or whatever, has a friend at the police department and said they could use Laurel to drag out the hood because they're connected on some level. So there's a leak in the police department now. We don't know who it is, but it's someone. Tommy goes to Oliver, fills Oliver in on what Laurel told Tommy about the hood and that. Vanch's men go after Laurel. She starts fighting him off, and then Cyrus shows up and tases Laurel. So she's been taken. Moira tells Dig he can take off for the night. Dig snuck into the building she dropped her off at and hid in the supply closet right next to the room where Moira was actually meeting Malcolm. Now, he put a bug out on the wall. Now, I don't know why Malcolm's voice, when it was played back with Oliver, why it sounded like the Hood's voice if you heard that with the voice modifier on. Why was that there? Like, they didn't question that. They never brought it up. But it didn't sound like Malcolm. It sounded like a voice modifier, which is weird. Maybe because it was a guy's voice, and that was like, I don't know. But it's weird that they put a voice modifier over Malcolm. Like, could he have known that? I don't know. Maybe they'll figure that out. I don't know. That's stupid. But it pretty much shows that Moira was lying. Oliver didn't want to believe it still. There was an arrow left in Laurel's apartment that Tommy saw saying to bring in the arrow to tell him to go to that location, to his house, to Cyrus's house, to, get Laurel out and all that. Quinn ended up connecting the dots because Tommy came to Quinn to tell him about everything. And he started connecting that the only people who knew about Laurel and the Hood were the cops. No one else knew outside the precinct. So it's someone in that precinct. And he decided to call the Hood, ask him for help. The Hood met up with Quentin and asked Quentin to help push for the mansion, as in, like, help guard it and cover the ground, because he couldn't do it on his own. Cyrus knew the Hood carried 24 Tolda arrows, and he used that to his advantage. To the point where he would run out of arrows if he was caught in a bad circle, and he'd be caught, pretty much. But then Quinn showed up, saved the Hood, in a way. Saved Laurel, arrested the guy, and Laurel does not trust Quinn at all, tells him to keep his distance. The Hood says goodbye to Laurel, and Oliver goes to talk to his mom again, but as the Hood, and has an arrow pointing at her, and the episode ends there. We got Slade for the first time in this episode. Again, I don't really care about the flashbacks at this point. But Slade, I'm very glad we're getting Slade. I didn't know we were getting him this early on. But it's very cool that we're getting him, again, this early on, season 1. I think that was more of the better flashback scenes than the others that we've had this season. Again, I get why they're doing the flashbacks. I just, knowing what I know about the flashbacks, like in season 4 and 5, you can tell this is all written up before that. Like, at least in present day talks, because, we didn't learn till, like, mid-season 1 that Oliver was not on that island the full time, right? At least for the first time this season, they mentioned that. And, like, 2 episodes prior, they were literally just saying that Oliver was only on that island. To Diggle. So it's like, yeah, he could have lied, but that's not a big enough lie. Like, you can't, no, that's not right at all. Like an 8 out of 10, I give it. It's not one of the best episodes of the season. But it wasn't bad either. We didn't get, like, we got some Thea, but it was, like, the first scene, that was it. The whole Laurel and the Hood thing, I like it. I wish Quentin wasn't so obsessed with the Hood, because, I think it would have come down to if he had to, because now Quentin has to trust the Hood again, right? He has to, because he can't trust the police, If they bring in the Hood again, what else is going to happen there? So they can't really, not rely on the Hood. And I'm curious to see if Quinn will continue trusting him to the point where he decides to just drop the entire thing until something happens again. Or something else happens and he's, he knows about everything. I don't know. I know Quinn doesn't find out Oliver's the Hood till season 3. Same with Laurel in season 2. Doesn't find out Oliver's the Hood till season 2. Towards the end. I know that. So, Laurel and Timeless relationship, I don't really care about. I don't mind it, but I also don't care for it. I'm glad it's not Oliver and Laurel, though, even though I know that it will probably happen again this season. I wouldn't be surprised. But, it's something. So again, I keep bringing this up in my reviews for Arrow, just to give you guys a little insight on where we are at. So around 113, 114 will most likely be next week, which is September 26th. 115 is October 3rd. And then the big day, October 10th, the 10-year Arrowversary, October 10th. It is crazy that we're only 3 weeks away from that, but we are. And, yeah. My Arrow 116 review will be up that night. I think I brought up another review. I might have another video going out in the afternoon hours. Monday night, I don't know. I might combine it into one big video for my Arrow review that night. There, just subtly talk about the 10-year Arrowversary. But I think doing an Arrow review on the 10-year Arrowversary worked out pretty goddamn well for me. I did not plan that, by the way. I didn't even know it was a Monday till like a month ago. And I had already done like 10, 12 Arrow reviews. So, again, not planned, but I think it worked out pretty damn well for just the whole thing in general. I don't know when Stargirl will be done. We're on 304, I think, right now. I shouldn't know this because they're going to do promo breakdowns, but... So we'll be on 305 this week, 306 next week, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, the show will be done by December. If it is done, like, early December, late November times, before, like, 2 weeks before Christmas, I might double down on the Arrow reviews when we start season 2, because we should be starting it in the first week of December, December 5th, that Monday, and I might go back to 2 Arrow reviews a week until that Christmas, the week of Christmas. So by then we'll have 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, and 206, which up for you guys, which I think is a lot better than just 3 episode reviews and then taking 2 weeks off and coming back. I think for me, that'll work. Unless 206 is a cliffhanger, then I apologize. But I think that's the best way we can do it. So that's the plan right now. And then 2023, which is crazy now I'm even saying that, we're going to be kickstarting it up with Flash coming back early 2023, probably February times, and doing Arrowverse at the same time. So, yeah, that's what's going to be happening there. So, thank you guys for watching the video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.